My name is Sarah, I'm 27, and I'm a farmhand in rural Iowa, working on a sprawling cornfield outside a small town. What happened to me in February 2025 changed me forever. I can't stand the sight of cornstalks anymore, and I won't go near the fields after dark. This is no campfire story, this is what I saw and fought with my own hands. It was just past 11 p.m., and I was out checking irrigation lines after a pump failure. The night was cold, the moon hidden by clouds, and the only light came from my headlamp and the distant glow of the farmhouse. The corn was tall over my head, and the rustling stalks made it hard to hear anything else. I was alone, or so I thought, until I heard a sound, a sharp, chittering noise, like teeth clicking together, coming from deep within the field. I froze, thinking it might be a raccoon or a coyote, but the noise grew louder, faster, almost rhythmic. I called out, figuring I'd scare off whatever it was, but the chittering stopped abruptly. Then the stalks parted, and I heard something heavy dragging through the dirt. I gripped the wrench I'd been using on the pipes, my palms sweaty despite the chill. My headlamp flickered, though the batteries were fresh, and I cursed under my breath. That's when I saw it. It slunk out from the corn, low to the ground, maybe 8 feet long, its body like a twisted mix of a snake and a wolf, covered in patchy, leathery skin that glistened wetly. Its head was too wide, with a jagged mouth that opened sideways, revealing rows of needle-like teeth. Its eyes were small, beady, and glowed a sickly green, locking onto me. The thing moved in jerks, its claws digging into the soil, leaving deep gouges. The air turned thick, smelling of damp earth and something sour, like spoiled milk. My stomach churned, but I didn't run. I couldn't, not with the farmhouse so far and the thing blocking my path. It let out a screech, high-pitched and grating, like nails on a chalkboard, and lunged. I swung the wrench with all my strength, catching it across the jaw. The impact vibrated up my arm, but it barely slowed. Its teeth snapped inches from my leg, and I stumbled back, kicking dirt in its face. I scrambled to my feet, swinging the wrench again, this time aiming for its eyes. I hit one, and it screeched louder, thrashing wildly, snapping stalks in half. Black ichor sprayed from the wound, burning my skin where it landed. I didn't stop, I kept swinging, hitting its side, its head, anything I could reach. Each blow felt like hitting a bag of wet cement, but it was slowing down, its movements growing sluggish. I saw my chance and bolted toward the farmhouse, the thing's screeches echoing behind me. It gave chase, tearing through the corn, its claws ripping up the ground. I tripped once, slicing my arm on a stalk, but adrenaline kept me going. I reached the shed, grabbed a pitchfork leaning against the wall, and turned just as it burst through the field. I thrust the pitchfork forward, catching it in the chest. It howled, rearing back, and I drove the tines deeper, pinning it to the ground. It thrashed for a moment, then went still, its green eyes dimming. I didn't wait to see if it was dead. I ran to the farmhouse, locked myself inside, and called the sheriff. By the time he arrived at dawn, the thing was gone, no body, no blood, just torn up corn and gouges in the dirt. He said it was probably a rabid dog, but I saw the fear in his eyes when I described it. An old farmer nearby, who'd lived here for decades, told me later that the fields were built over an old burial ground, and sometimes things crawl up when the soil's disturbed. I quit the farm the next day. Now, when I close my eyes, I hear that chittering. Sometimes I wake up to scratches on my window, though I live in a second-floor apartment. Whatever it was, it marked me, and I'm afraid it's not done with me yet.